Prominent YouTuber Colleen Ballinger, known more widely, as you can see in this photo, as a character Miranda Sings, is now being forced to respond to accusations of a pattern of inappropriate behavior with fans and volunteers. She's been accused of effectively being a groomer of some sort. She posted a video, 10-minute video, where she has responded to these accusations. And whatever you think the video is going to be like, you are wrong. Here it is.
Hey, it's been a while since you saw my face. I haven't been doing so great, so I took a little break. So a lot of people are saying some things about me that aren't quite true. Doesn't matter if it's true though, just as long as it's entertaining to you. Right? You guys having fun? All aboard the toxic gossip train. You're chugging down the tracks of misinformation. The toxic gossip train. You got a one-way ticket to manipulation station. Toxic gossip train. Tie me to the tracks and harass me for my past. Cause rumors look like facts. If you don't mind the gaps, I won't survive in the crash. But hey, at least you're having fun.
So obviously it goes on like that for some time. A number of the individuals who had made accusations against Colleen feel like this was sort of insult to injury, effectively claiming that it's all misinformation, when there's been some pretty specific claims. And she has in past instances sort of hinted that some of it is true. She disagrees with some of it. I'll give you a little bit of it. So Adam McIntyre, YouTuber, made a video in 2020 saying that Ballinger had formed an inappropriate relationship with him when he was between the ages of 13 and 16. In the video, McIntyre said he wrote many of Ballinger's tweets for her, but was never paid, claimed that she sent him lingerie, which I believe that she confirmed that. Another creator named Cody Rants posted a video including messages from a group chat called Colleenie's Weenies, where she would speak with young fans. Her fan base was very young, as many YouTubers are. One message included a question from Ballinger to the group, who were mostly underage, about their quote favorite position. Ballinger was then hit by a wave of allegations from other former fans. One said that Ballinger brought her on stage during a show when she was 16, made her spread her legs, and then played a fart noise for a yoga challenge, which she said felt incredibly sexually violating. In response to that, Colleen sort of minimized that particular incident, to which the fans said that, again, was taking her trauma and completely ignoring what she was saying. So I'm not super familiar with this YouTuber. I've heard of her before. She has published books. She had a Netflix show. This does not seem like the best way to go about a response video, let alone if you want it to be perceived as an apology. This seems like it's going in kind of the wrong direction. It is on brand for her, but Sharon, what do you make of it?
Well, she's adopted a strategy, that's for sure, where and the lyrics say, I'm not gonna take, if you were expecting accountability, not happening. Says the only grooming she does is to her Persian cats, okay? And she puts it all under this label, and I think it's a little dangerous here. And I don't know what happened, but that's sure are, these are specific things that you're calling attention to, that these accusers have raised, and I think you gotta consider them. But she certainly seems like someone who is adopting this strategy of, I was just a loser. I just couldn't, do anything or be anything, even though she became wildly successful at this. And I just wonder if the shoe were on the other foot, if this were a man in her position and the accusations were from children, basically, you're not an adult. If the reaction would be the same, I don't know, given where we are in society, maybe, but it just feels like she's saying talk to the hand and put a jingle to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, there have been male YouTubers and Twitch people who have basically their careers, at least temporarily, have gone away from these sorts of scandals. In those cases that I can remember, it did seem more specifically aimed at establishing sexual relationships. But to your point, she's like sort of just saying, I was just awkward. But like, if that's the strategy that you're gonna have, to say, I had these conversations, they were super young, but I didn't really know what I was doing, then say that, but also take accountability that you said it. To say that and then also say, but I'm not gonna define which ones are not true, but a lot of it's not true. Like that again, that's not really taking responsibility for what you did. You can deny that it was intended to set up a sexual relationship, that it was grooming or whatever, and I understand why you might want to do that. I haven't seen claims that really seem like that's what the claim is. But to just sort of wave it away, to make content out of it, to make fun out of it, especially when you have already admitted that some of it is true, that to me does not seem like the best strategy.
Yeah, and you're not the only, this whole thing where she calls herself a loser, which may or may not be true. Everyone goes through an awkward period in life. But what it does is it takes that away from the victims. And I don't mean that they're losers, but I just mean if you are a teenager and you're finding your way too, and you may be a bit gullible or untested, it's the way you made me feel, okay?